Hello friends, we have here a DW-002. Now this watch is a little strange because, yeah, for sure it is a G-Shock, and it is a strange G-Shock because it has the protective shell made of a lot of components, a lot of parts. Therefore, this is the main shell for the module, and this main shell is protected by a top layer, a bottom layer. Yeah, for sure we have the straps here, and also we have some shoulders for the straps. You can see that these screws are a little strange. They are tightened at the maximum, yet they have a gap here, and this is needed to cover also the bottom shell of the case. We have also here the screws which secures the shell, the top shell I would guess, or the bottom, I do not know, the top shell to the main case, and we have the G button. Now this watch, as I was just looking at it, I might be wrong, but this one has the same main case as the 6900 series. Therefore, I bought this case. This is from China and it is from 6900 series. You can see here it's mentioning. And my assumption is that I can use this case to this watch. I have also bought some screws, and I hope they are correct, because otherwise the screws will remain in the exterior of the back case, which will in the end affect your comfortability while wearing the watch. Now, first of all, before starting this process, we would need to see if the watch really works or not, because as you can see, there's nothing on the display. Therefore, we will open it. Luckily, China has shipped some screwdrivers alongside the screws. And also they have shipped some screwdrivers and also a removal tool with the strap as well. These are not very good. Let me open this one. It looks cheap, but at least they give it to you. Now let's see what type of battery does this watch have, and after that we should see how to replace it. I have never done this procedure before. Please be patient with me. So it's a CR 2016 battery. I hope I have it. This one, I guess it was placed wrongly. It was like this. And also the rubber seal is missing from this watch. This should have been placed with this rib here on top. This is the correct position of this gasket. Now let's take the battery out. As we are used with Casio, we have this back plate that secures the battery, that is fitted to a clip. I will just insert here the screwdriver. The spring removal tool is more thinner and it will enter more precisely. Good. You can see this is the claw, and there's okay, this clip is made of metal as well, therefore it's not a plastic clip, it's a metallic clip. Now let's take out the battery. So it's a CR 2016. I hope I have one. Let me check. And got this GP battery, which will test if it works or not. Place the battery in it, we make the click, and we have the watch working. It has some kind of fading here. I'm not sure why. I do not know if it is the battery or not, and I'm not sure if it is visible on the camera, but maybe after we will close the watch, all will get aligned and we will not have this fading of the digits. No, the light does not work. I will now close the watch. Make sure you put this rubber strap in the correct way, so we have this burr or this dent, and this has to be next to the clip from the battery. Now let's seal the watch and close it. We do not have the rubber seal. I will use the screws that I have ordered. These are specially for the 6900 series, hoping that they fit. nice box. This is why I love China. They give you a lot of boxes, small screwdrivers, everything. And let's hope that they will fit perfectly. Good. Still has some fading. At least we have the bips, and it looks to me that the module in the end it's the same as the 6900. Just the difference is that instead of those 3 circles from the top, we have these 2 bars. And now let's take out and see how the strap. So the strap, it's so strange that we have here the material of the strap as we have it on each strap from Casio, so it's the material and that ID. We have also Casio Thailand. They look somehow original, yet I do not think they are, because they are kind of thin. They are flexible, yet it feels that the quality it's not that much. We can see also here on the back of the straps that the finishing, the ending is not very well made, so we see a lot of burrs on it. Therefore these are not original, yet they look very similar to the strategy that Casio takes in consideration. We have also the Casio logo, Casio Thailand there. Let's see how the protective shell looks. So we have it here. We have the G-Shock, the information in regards the pusher ID, and the G-Shock logo. I will use the screws from here to secure the case. Let's see how it will work. And this screwdriver was basically for this type of screws. Yeah, 1 down, 3 to go. Well, if you remember, in my former videos I tried to remove this protective shell to see how the main case will look like, but I did not succeed because these threads were damaged and I could not remove them. Now I need to put the case. Let's see how it's the best solution or the best way to do it, because we have these pushers which are okay, which are very much in exterior. Okay, what to do? Should I use this as a something like this maybe? Yep, so basically while pressing the pushers I lift also the case. Now this. Good. Perfect. So it was a little difficult to do this, but in the end we have succeeded. So my greatest fear is that in the end the display will fade out entirely. Let's see how it will be in the end. Let's put the small screws and secure the case. I will not tighten them until as much as I can, because in the end you will force the thread. To be honest, I did not expect to look that good. What I do not like is that the spring bars are very thin and they will be loosened into the strap, and the strap will be like, it will have some play, it will be very loosened. Now let's put, so the one with, okay, first strap is placed. Now to put the second one. All the straps are placed. Now let's see how it looks on the hand. In the end, it will look exactly like a 6900, although it's a DW-002.
This is the timekeeping mode. We see that on the top of the display we have the date indicated, like day of the week, then comes the month, then comes the day from the month. Then on the bottom side we have the time. If we press the start stop pusher, so basically this one, we switch in between 12 or 24-hour format, and there is an indication right there mentioning 24-hour format or a none as for 12. The top right pusher does not do anything from the timekeeping mode unless if we long press it for 1 or 2 seconds. We can see that from that circle the pictogram related to the light is now missing. This means that the light during the alarms or hourly signals is not activated, and the long press it again will activate this light. Then we have the G button, which is responsible for that electroluminescence, and the DW-002 is well known for the foxfire. Here should have been mentioned foxfire, but in this case in my watch is missing. I'm not sure why, maybe because it was built from scratches. Then we have the adjust pusher for sure, which is responsible for adjusting the time. We can see that it is slightly at the level of the case, or mainly in the case, as a protection not to press it while you wear the watch. Long press adjust, we can see that the second has started blinking, which means that we are in the adjustment of the time menu. To mode we switch to hours, then minutes, then comes the month, date and weekday, and for sure with start stop we increase the values. Pressing adjust again will save the desired values. Then from the timekeeping mode, if we press mode once, we enter into the alarm menu. It is beautiful that we also have on top the actual time, and on the bottom for sure it's the presetted value for the alarm. Adjust will trigger the adjustment of the alarm, and again adjust will save it. Then pressing start stop will let you know how the watch sounds during the alarm. Split reset will enable the hourly chimes, the alarm, or both of them, or nothing of them. We see those pictograms from the corner. 2 times pressing mode, we enter into the timer function. Well, nothing here to add. If it is 0, it seems that we need to preset a value with adjust for sure. Now it's minutes and hours and minutes. With mode we switch to the next value. Okay, and with adjust we save again. So start. So it's minutes and seconds. So basically the maximum value would be 59 minutes. 3 time pressing mode will enter into the stopwatch menu, and for sure there's the split function, the lap function, and there are some other features for the stopwatch in which I will not get into details. And then we enter into the timekeeping mode again. What's interesting is that in each mode, if I have worked like adjust the alarm, normally in newer Casios, if you press mode again, it will automatically get into the timekeeping mode, but here no. Here you have to scroll through each mode each time, independently if you work on that mode or not. And here is the pusher related to the backlight, electroluminescence backlight. And now to give some conclusion. It seems that the module itself has the basic watch functions that we are used with Casio, although there are slightly small differences. If I take a look on the pictures that I can find on the internet with this DW-002, I find it very interesting, although I consider it very chunky and bulky, but this is just my opinion. But the color combination that Casio offers it or offered it in the past is very varied. For sure, I have bought the case and the strap from the 6900 limited series because it was cheaper and I could find new ones, for sure not original, but at least they are new, and in my opinion the watch looks pretty well also with this case. I'm not sure from qualitative point of view. It might be that in time you will find some defects, or it will be worn earlier or faster. What I did not like at this particular strap and case, the spring bars are very thin and the strap will easily fall down. What I will do is buy thicker spring bars and replace these ones with thicker ones, which will increase the reliability of the strap. I can see that this watch is beautiful. I am very sad that the light does not work. Now it's hardly visible, that the digits are somehow faded. What I have seen is that if I take the watch outside, I guess the cold temperature will increase the visibility of the digits. Nevertheless, I can live with it. Meanwhile, thank you for your attention, wishing you the best, and thanks for watching.